Welcome to Secondary Voices and Topics from today's high school students.
Hello, it is Elena, and I am here with
Kennedy and Brooklyn.
So, this is our second episode of Spooks and Crafts. It's a something name.
Yeah.
But we're kind of going to be freehanding it today because we didn't exactly plan anything before this. That will probably come later with, like, more structured episodes. But, like, y'all want to talk about scary stuff? Even though it's technically, like, winter or spring.
Yes, I love scary things.
Okay, I'm going to, like... Ow, I just shocked my lip on the mic. I shocked my lip on the mic. Okay, spooky stories. 20 spooky short stories you can read for free online. Wow.
Spooky story. Make sure it's real spooky.
I will try. Ray oh my God. Ray Bradbury. George, I wish you'd look at the nursery. What's wrong with it? I don't know. Y'all want to voice this? Okay, you're reading this part. You're reading the second ones. I'm reading this one. George, I'd wish you look at the nursery.
What's wrong with it?
I don't know.
Well, then.
I just want you to look at it, is all. Or call a psychologist and look into it.
What would a psychologist want with a nursery?
You know very well what he'd want. His wife paused in the middle of the kitchen and watched the stove busy humming itself to keep supporting supper for the four.
It's just that the nursery is different now than it was.
All right, well, let's have a look. Dun, dun, dun. That's where it ends. It turns to like... Wait, does it end? Yeah, it does. Oh, no. Oh.
Why would they want a psychologist to look at a nursery?
That's a good question. That is a very good question.
Maybe they're dealing with, like, a miscarriage or something?
Oh.
Or, like...
Or, like, maybe their child's psychotic or something. I don't know.
Or their child died when they were young, and they're having another
true.
baby soon.
Yeah, true. Also, what do we think about the earrings? I made them myself.
Oh,
They're
snap.
pomegranates.
Razzle dazzle.
Yeah, ow. I just, like, yanked on it by accident. Kelly Link. When you're dead, Samantha says, you don't have to brush your teeth.
When you're dead, Claire says you live in a box and it's always dark, but you're never afraid.
Claire and Samantha are identical twins. They combined ages in 20 years, 4 months, and 6 days. Claire is better at being dead than Samantha. Ooh.
Oh.
Oh. Oh, no.
Oh.
Oh, spooky. If you didn't catch that, it said Claire's better at being dead than Samantha. Ooh. Ooh. Oh no. Oh my God. Let's try and find one for our birth year. I don't think they even have any 2008 ones. They have one that's 2009. I feel like that's close enough.
Close enough.
Yeah, it's close enough. Okay. That was so weird. That was me swallowing. I swear to God, it wasn't anything else. They lived when they grew up. It's a simple house, an old bungalow, with converted attic and sides, covered in a cedar shank. In the back, with an oak, thrusts its branches over the roof. The shaking was light brown, almost honey. In the front, where the sun oh my God, you can really tell I have an IEP right now. In the front, where the sun struck it full, it had weathered to a pale gray, like dirty bones. Their shingles were brittly thinned by sun, rain, and wind. There we go. I don't know why that was so hard with them. And if you're ever careful, you could slip a finger up behind some of them, or at least his sister could. He was older, and his fingers were thicker, so he could not. What? I feel like that's just because I read it. You want to give it a shot? There you go.
All right.
We're going with this person. They can read better than me.
They lived. When he was growing up in a simple house in an old
Bungalow.
bungalow with a converted attic and sides covered in cedar shake. In the back, where an oak thrust its branches over the roof, the shake was light brown, almost honey. In front, where the sun struck it full, it had weathered to a pale gray like a dirty bone. The shingles were brittle, thinned by sun and rain, and if you were careful, you could slip your fingers up behind some of them, or at least his sister could. He was older and his fingers were thicker, so he could not.
What? I feel like we're not getting the scary aspect of that.
I'm not understanding.
Wow, 2009 really sucked.
That was not the prime year to be.
Oh, here we go. Laird Batham, shave open your eyes. The human conditions can be summed up as in a drop of blood. Show me a teaspoon of blood, and I will reveal the infidelity nature of the cosmos. Naked and squirming. What? Squirming. Funny how the truth always seems to do that when you shine a light on it. What?
Oh.
Naked?
Naked.
That's my question. Do y'all have any scary stories, like, from your childhood or anything like that? Like, anything you felt like you saw?
Not that I can remember.
I used to live on, like, if you watched the old podcast where I did this with Kennedy, you would know that I used to, like, see people in my backyard when I lived in Maryland. Like, we lived on, like, a kind of farmhouse. Like, we had about 10 acres of land. And we had, like, a foresty part. It wasn't that big of a forest. It was, like, I don't know how big, but it wasn't, like, a forest. Like, not here
It was just,
forest.
like, surrounded by trees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't, like, a forest like how we have in Colorado. It was just, like, tree landed. But when I was younger, I would, like, stay up and play on my grandma's phone, especially during the summer or, like, winter break and stuff like that. And I would, like, see these figures, like, walking around in my backyard. And it was even more scary because we had chickens, so I thought our chickens were going to die. We had 4 chickens and 2 ducks. Our ducks were the first ones to go. It was very sad.
Oh.
Yeah, they were very nice.
I love duckies.
Yeah, we had them since they were chicks, and they got older. I'm like, damn, they're not as cute now. But
Looking ugly.
Looking ugly as hell, man. Looking like you'd be ready to eat. We also probably didn't have the best living conditions for them because they didn't have, like, unless we were outside, they couldn't, like, run around and stuff.
Oh.
Because we had too much land, and we also, we had, like, wild, I don't know if they were coyotes or anything like that, because I don't think we have coyotes in Maryland.
Yeah.
But something would go around killing chickens, so we had to keep them in their coop. And their coop was just that, a coop. We didn't have any wire around it or anything like we have at our new house, so.
Oh. Yes. Now I understand.
Oh my god. So this is like more real life scary than like spooky dooky scary.
Yeah.
But when we lived in that house, like that kind of fakey farmhouse. Oh my god, sorry. I'm dying of a sinus infection right now.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. But we had like a pool. We had a pool and it was like fenced in. And because it was Maryland, it rained a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So there was like, we'd have to like watch the pool if it would rain a lot. And one time, like we didn't watch the pool enough and it started to flood and I was like really scared because I thought we were going to die.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I don't know why I thought we were going to die, but it was like only with like really heavy torrential downpours.
Mm.
Like those really heavy ones that,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
normally happen because like there's a hurricane going on somewhere else.
Yes, those are scary.
Yeah, they're very spooky. Did you ever see any things when you were young?
Not see that I can remember. I just heard a story of me like in the closet, like I've said before in the last
when you were
podcast.
talking to somebody.
Yeah, I was talking to a tall man and like 2 children in my parents' closet.
Wow, so much fun.
No one was in there, and I was in the complete dark.
Ah,
Yeah.
yeah, fun. Do you have any spooky stories from your country?
Yeah.
Ooh, tell. Do tell.
So there was this one time I was like in Hopkins Village,
Yep.
and I was staying with my sister and her husband, but the house that we were staying in, I think her husband, mom, she died in the house.
Oh no.
So there was this one time, like the house was too full, so we had like this mattress and we slept like on the floor beside the bed.
Yeah.
And I was facing like under the bed. And I saw like this person like looking at me.
Oh no.
That's terrifying.
So I got scared. I jumped up and then I jumped on top of my sister while she was sleeping. And there was this other time, I think it was my niece. She was sleeping with my sister in the same house, and she saw her grandma in the closet when she was little.
Wow.
Crazy. That house is
No, no.
When I was like younger, like when we still lived in Maryland, I don't know why, but the kids at my school, this was when I was like in roughly 4th grade, because 5th grade is when COVID happened.
Yeah.
So I was roughly in like 4th, 3rd grade. Kids had an obsession with telling like other spooky stories to the kids. So we had like this big, like, I don't know what it was. It was like a bog type thing. But it didn't have water in it most of the years. It only really had water during the spring. So it was just big, like about 10 acres of land that's just complete grass, had dips and stuff. And people would say if you got too close to it, like obviously this was like this was 4 or 5-year-olds, maybe
Yeah.
6, like 6-year-olds. And they're like, if you got too close or like you go in there, a witch is gonna come and grab you. Or if you try to like, there's honeysuckle next to the school, so they said if you tried to eat any of the honeysuckle, a witch would come and get you.
I would believe that if I was younger.
I honestly did. I was so scared of it.
I'd believe it.
I believed it for the longest time, and then I kind of just stopped believing it because like as the the 5th graders migrated out, nobody really remembered it anymore, and I'd still eat the honeysuckle because I heart honeysuckle. Honeysuckle is really good. It's really underrated.
I don't think I've ever heard of honeysuckle.
It's like this plant. It has a lot of nectar in it, depending on the year. Let me, honey.
But, you know, if like a 5th grader told me that and I was like 3rd grade, I would believe it.
This is honeysuckle.
I think I've seen those before.
I don't
They
know
have,
what
like-
those are.
So, honeysuckle, genus Lorcata. Genus about we don't know. About 180 species of ornamental shrubs and climbers of the family Cossyphauna. Honeysuckles are native to temperature zones, both of hypercern. They're also found grown in the Himalayas, South Africa, and North America. The majority of the species are found in China. Yeah. Diet. Can you have honeysuckle? Yes, you can. If you pull out like the top part, the nectar gets on like the long dangly part. Yeah.
That's interesting.
A little science lesson. But
Little
yeah,
biology
I used
there.
to like believe it. And then I figured out later that year, because I was friends with one of the 5th graders, that it was based off a story about a kid who was like being selfish and like taking all the honeysuckle, and like an adult killed him.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's not very girly pop.
Yeah, I don't know when it happened. It was like a teacher. So there's this spooky story that goes like there was a selfish kid who like bullied other kids when they tried to get near the honeysuckle. And he would hate it because his parents acted like he was an angel or something. And one day he got so mad, he just decided to go through the forest and shoot the kid.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's not girly pop.
Yeah. During school hours too.
Oh,
Yeah. I actually genuinely wonder if that happened at my school.
that's definitely not girly pop.
Actually, I'm gonna Burlington. For a fact, I lived in Burlington for the longest time, and my elementary school was Burlington Elementary. That's in. I think this is the wrong school. Yeah, Burlington Elementary is the wrong school. Oh, Boonesboro. I lived in Boonesboro. Holy crap. So, Burlington is a school in Colorado. It's in Longmont, Colorado. Boonesboro is a small little town.
Yeah.
Boonesboro. I loved Boonesboro. Boonesboro. Did they close or are they just? Yeah,
Winter break still?
maybe. This was my school. Oh my god.
Ah.
Yeah, that was my old school.
I miss my old school though.
That was like elementary school.
I do not. I got bullied at my
Why?
last school.
Why are they off? That's no fair, man. We're not off. I guess we technically. Yeah, they have another Boonesboro in Lynchon, Virginia. Or Yeah, Virginia, I was right. But we did not live in Virginia. We lived in Maryland. Wait, we're warriors now? When I was in middle school, we weren't the warriors. We were like the Bobcats, I think.
When I was in middle school, we were the Knights.
Wow. We were Bobcats.
And then in elementary, we were Spartans.
Which was kind of ironic because we had no Bobcats in Maryland. We were just called the Bobcats for no reason.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
What?
Oh my god, I'm so tired for like no reason, bro. I don't know if it's just me, but it's so hard to stay awake past like 5. Like if I'm like awake past 3 in the afternoon, I'm like,
Well, I had to wake up at like 5 a.m. this morning, get ready, and then go down into town so my mom could go.
hee bozo. I get up at 5 every morning. Y'all know this.
My mom drove to town so she'd get her alignment done on her car and her wheels. And she was sitting there since 8 a.m. And she like
Was just
an
chilling
hour
out,
ago.
man.
Just an hour ago, her car got done.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah, my mom's car needs an alignment fix too.
Yeah, so I've been up since then, and I'm zoinked. I'm
tired too, man. I
want to pass
I
out.
honestly probably don't need to be up that early, but why? Why not?
Like,
It's nice. I like being up that early. I don't love being up that early, but it's nice to get an early start on your day and be like, I'm
Like, girly
wide
pop
awake
is
and
tired.
refreshed. I like how I'm just chilling up. I'm on Pinterest right now looking up outfits. Half of my Pinterest board is Bratz outfits.
Honestly, relatable.
Yeah.
That's real.
Oh my god, I hate when they like 2020ify it. Like this would not be that. Do you see?
No,
It's flared jeans, not those weird like wide-legged.
Yeah.
Pardon to anybody who wears wide legs, but I have a passionate hate of wide-legged jeans.
So do I.
I don't like. I'm talking about like the ones that like are really wide.
No, I don't like those.
I'm fine with like
They make
straight
you look
leg
like a
jeans.
box.
Yeah, they make me look like a box. I have minimal curves, so I have boobs, and that's about it. That's all God gave me. He said, "Here you go."
He said, "That's all." I
He said, "Here's some boobs.
That's
You're
it.
good." Yeah, I have 0 ass. Good thing is though, I work out a lot, so hopefully that will change. I want to dress like Jade, how she did in like.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, I'd probably switch some of her stuff out for black because I love the color black. I am a black girly. I love the color black. It's amazing.
It is.
I also really like purple, reds, pinks, all that good stuff. As you can tell from my hair. You guys can't. I have like purpley, pinky hair. But I really like their outfits. I wish I could dress like them. But I feel like I wouldn't be able to commit because this is like the first time I've worn something that's not like my really baggy jeans and an off the shoulder top or like just a button up top.
Yeah.
So we're going a little out here today. But that's also because I started working out like 2 weeks ago and I'm finally starting to see changes. So that's why I'm not as self-conscious as I would be.
Understandable.
Yeah. I can also squat like 90 now. I used to be able to squat 100, but then I just stopped working out because I got super depressed.
Oh damn.
Yeah. Well, that's going to wrap it up for today because we accidentally went over our time limit. All right. Bye, Pookies. Goodbye.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Secondary. If you enjoy this content, then please, by all means, share it out. Subscribe to us on Spotify and all the other platforms where you listen to your podcast. Until the next episode, we'll see you then.